Hey there guys and dolls, my name is Celtic Titan and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic. So we are on Balmorra today. What?
Such a personage as you, Master. History will remember your name.
Don't,
Not mine, but definitely yours.
Dude, don't bother me. I'm right in the middle of something here. Okay, so, like I said on the last one, this was going to be a little bit different. So I'm at a high enough level at this point that I don't have to worry about the rest of the planetary story as it is on this planet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the Inquisitor story arc, which will just make it a few missions, and then I'll be off the planet, and, you know, I mean, it'll be a lot of travel time for me, a lot of editing, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. All right, and so one other thing I wanted to do really quickly is I wanted to thank those of you who, you know, replied to my video yesterday and wished my, you know, all the well wishes for my son. I greatly appreciate that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you guys, you know, really took the time and showed me and him that you cared. I greatly appreciate that. And at the same time, I also wanted to kind of throw it out there here. We're just going to get moving while we're talking. I wanted to throw it out there. I'm kind of thinking a couple of my friends have started playing Black Desert Online. And so I was thinking I might go ahead and do a free trial of that. And, you know, see how I feel about it. And now, granted, I'm not usually into the fantasy genre. I did get super excited for the Legion update to World of Warcraft. My ex, my son's mom, had gotten me a copy of Warlords of Draenor as, you know, just because present. Oh, that's the story arc for Balmorra. Okay. Yeah, which was really cool. And, you know, and we all played that, and we had a lot of fun. Here, I'll pick up the heroics while I'm here. Oh, they're all heroic 2+. Well, awesome. I may just go ahead and do them anyways, just for the XP and see what the gear is going to look like. So I may give that a shot. We'll see what happens. I do like the combat system, the way it looks for that game. Reminds me quite a bit of Terra, which is a very mobile type of game. You know, you're not bound to the tabs and, you know, tab over and things like that. So you'll notice here, you'll notice my voice modulation's a little different. I went and put on one of my Cartel Market outfits and upgraded with the modifications that are available on the fleet. So, you know, I wouldn't walk into this being at such a high level and not having comparable gear that would match. So, the Imperials are now on Balmorra. Due to the Treaty of Coruscant, they can't really do a whole lot. They can't just, you know, go and try to take over a, you know, an obvious Republic world. So what they're doing right now is they're kind of building themselves up, taking over smaller planets as they try to figure out what on earth the Emperor was thinking by backing off once they had sacked Coruscant. So, and then, of course, I believe, not in the last video, maybe the video before that, I mentioned that was due to Revan's involvement. And Revan convincing the Emperor not to pursue any further issues there. Am I supposed to be in there? Go to the records vault. Hold on. I think my mission is right over here. Yep, Sith Inquisitor phase. Perfect. But I do remember Tom, that one dude, bro, and a few other people mentioned that they don't, you know, they have trouble with MMOs. Because, I mean, let's be honest, the MMO is a very interesting beast. You know, there's a lot of chaining powers together and using some powers to enhance other powers and things like that. So what I'm going to do a little bit of today is kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the decisions that I make in my power choices and why. As well as any interactions between the powers. So why don't we go ahead and bring up my power list real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's bring up combat proficiencies. There we go. All right, so I chose the lightning path as the Sith sorcerer. So what that did was that gave me chain lightning, which is this right here, which will hit one target and then split off and hit all targets around it within a certain area up to a certain number. And then here I have lightning storm. So lightning strike, lightning bolt, thunderous blast, and force storm all grant this special ability of lightning storm, which will automatically finish my cooldown on chain lightning, which at this point is 6 seconds, and will then allow me to cast it instantly instead of waiting the 2.49 seconds to activate, which is a big deal, guys, because being able to hit several targets instantly, especially once you get into the bigger things, the flashpoints and operations and things like that, being able to just rain down damage suddenly and quickly is a big deal. And being able to hit multiple targets at the same time while you're doing it is, fantastic. This one here, Storm Brewing, increases the critical chance of Force Storm, which is one of the abilities that will trigger that, by 15%, and its critical damage bonus by 30%. So I get a better chance of critting, and then when I do crit, I get extra damage from the crit. And then Lightning Effusion, direct force attacks grant Lightning Effusion when they critically hit, reducing force power consumed by your next 2 non-channeled force attacks by 75%. So force is my, you can see it right here, force is my energy, basically, as a Sith sorcerer. So that's a big deal as well. Using less energy means I can put out more attacks, and I can be a little bit crazier with it, you know what I mean? Well, apparently I'm done here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much over them. So we will, we're going to go check out that heroic really quick, and then we're going to return back to the major, because right now what we're doing, I mentioned it in the last few videos, Darth Zash is just, she is intent on finding out the secrets of Tulak Horde and finding all of his treasures. She's got something really big planned. It's gonna be crazy. So she's got us as her apprentice working on it, basically doing all the legwork, doing all the dirty work for it. And this is just happens to be, for our story, one of the planets that Tulak Horde's secrets, his stuff is on. And that's what I was talking about in the last video when I mentioned the fact that, the stories are very well made, and your character always has a reason for being where they're at. Where are you, Kem? Okay, I can't see you. Okay, perfect. You get held, because I don't need any of your nonsense. Perfect. And you can see I tend to, it's a tanking habit. I have a tendency to watch everything that's going on. And, it's not only a tanking habit, it's a healing habit as well, because I have been a healer in my earlier MMO experience. So it's kind of just what I do. I always keep an eye on what's going on. I try to, at least. So that, if something should get away from the tank, which in this case is Kem, or, whatever, I can blast it down, or as the tank, if something gets away from me, I can go after it. Does stand to mention, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm sure that's a few of you. So you've got the healer, which is very standard. You can figure out what I'm talking about. You're Your whole job revolves around the life force of your team. You know, helping your teammates out. Then you've got damage or DPS, damage per second, who are basically just concerned with just piling everything down, you know, raining heck down upon these people. And that's what my character right here would be. Now, then you also have the tank, who is in charge of basically taking all of the damage for everyone else. They keep the attention of everything, so the healer's main focus ends up being them, you know, that kind of thing. Alright, so I've spent an awful lot of time talking here and whatnot. So, I mean, hopefully I haven't bored any of you. Hopefully this is, you know, stuff you guys were wondering about. Things you guys were curious about. Alright, so it actually would have a little bit better stats on it. That is interesting. Just a little bit. And alacrity. Wow, I could use some alacrity. I wouldn't mind some alacrity. You know what? We're gonna put you guys... Wow. I'm gonna put you guys right down there. I'm gonna hang on to them. And we'll see what's what. Only 22 on Balmorra today. Not surprising. I've mentioned it. I can't stand this planet. You know, there's some of them that, you know, the first couple times through, they're kind of awesome. This is just one of those that I've never been able to I just can't tolerate it. Republic or Imperial. Kim, what are you... Oh, you took a flash grenade, didn't you? That's alright. I'll forgive you this one time, Kim. Just once. Well, it looks like, I mean, despite my best intentions and my best efforts, the gear on this planet is just slightly better than what I'm wearing. It is definitely worth my time to go after these other heroics. And it's definitely, it seems a lot better specialized, a lot better suited to my class. See, and this is what I'm talking about, where it's a really, really good idea to be able to just stack damage upon damage while you're fighting. Okay, good. Now we're down to another one. That plus the Sith Sorcerer has a whole lot of damage over time that they do as well. Not exactly the best at burst damage, not exactly the best at damage over time, but at the same time, they do well enough. I'll say that. Alright. That should definitely be better. Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely better than what I had. Okay, so we'll make sure we sell that. Alright, so we're going to go do this other heroic over here. And that's a nice feature, being able to just go straight there. Let's see what we're after here. Okay, we got to destroy 4 toxic bombs. And taking direct damage to gain subversion, which makes your next lightning strike or lightning bolt activate instantly. Okay, cool. Well, that's just for taking damage. Alright. Perfect. Wait. Where's my reward? Better be in here. Yep, there it is. Okay, I know we can put that on right now and then get rid of that. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, for crying out loud. I have to manually put that one on there. Oh, and you're not going to show me on hover over. You are killing me. Here we go. Well, let's double check our map again. So we're trying to get over here, but then we got Firestar is right over there as well for our heroic in the area. So why don't we just... why don't we travel to Firestar, and then we can just go straight into our mission. Now, this is definitely not as easy as it would usually be, guys. I mean, don't get any, don't get the wrong idea in here. Where are we going? We're going over that way. Okay. Don't get the wrong idea. I mean, I'm able to take a whole lot of shortcuts right now. Simply because of the fact that, we're doing things a little different. I mean, we're skipping through most of the planet's story arc itself. Yeah, go ahead, hit me some more. It'll be fine. The only thing you're going to do is trigger a special ability. No big deal, just like that. I don't think I have ever done this one either. I don't think I've ever done Firestar. Ay, ay, ay. Now what am I doing? Oh, the heroic sent me outside? That's weird. The other generators must be upstairs, so we'll just start working our way up as we go to our mission then. Alright, so now we're back on track with our Inquisitor mission. This would be for the class story arc. The Major's not going to be happy with us for what we just did, but, I mean, it is what it is. We're Sith. You're just going to have to deal with it. Don't like it? Find somebody else to work with. Oh, goodness. Am I supposed to go back over that way?
Lasers raining down from the sky, shield generators in flames. Operation Firestar is a reality now, thanks to you.
Whoa. Wait, what? Why did I get a robe and a headpiece again? That's insanity. I hope one of them just happens to be better than the other. No, they're exactly the same. Well, that stinks. Thanks for nothing, game. Well, alright guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it after we talk to the Major over here. I don't remember just how much more of the story there actually is, but at the same time, yeah, I don't want this going on forever. It takes too long to edit, and there's still a lot more heroics to be done. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can keep seeing more from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.